Good morning, good evening, and good day. Thank you so much for watching Attack Power Gaming. Today, we're going over the best recon sniper squads in Steel Division 2. If you enjoy this content, please hit that like button, consider subscribing for rest of D2 content, and if you really enjoy this and you want coaching, or you just want to support the channel more, consider joining me on Patreon. It really helps out a ton. Let's dive right in. So here we are with what I consider the best sniper squads in the game. Now, just to be clear about the requirements for this video specifically, these guys have to be in the actual recon tab. So there are a number of infantry sniper squads that are absolutely phenomenal, but we're not counting those. They have to actually be found in the recon tab. Other than that, if they're a sniper, they can be on this list here. So we can see we have 6 chosen out here. One thing you will notice is that there is no standard sniper squad on here, and that is not because standard sniper squads aren't good. It's just because they're not nearly as good as these units up here on the screen right now. And to be honest with you, snipers are absolutely fantastic in this game. If you have access to snipers in your division, you should probably be using them, or even a lot of them. They are really, really strong. They overperform for their price, generally speaking, and they can get a lot of damage, DPS. They can just do a lot for you. So if you have access to divisions with snipers, you should be strongly considering using them. Not only that, beside the fact, usually they're recon and they help you see stuff. So let's start up top left here with the Gabixia Fusilier for 30 points. We have a 9-man squad with 2 MP40s, 6 G43s, and the G43 sniper. Now, I do actually want to pause really quick and describe the 2 different kinds of snipers we have in game. It's essentially between a bolt-action sniper rifle and a semi-automatic rifle, sniper rifle. We can see 2 examples here. Generally speaking, they're very similar, statistically speaking. Semi-automatics have 12 rounds per minute, and they have a 70% accuracy. They all have a 1,000-meter range. So that's that. So you can see here in the SVT, the Russian version, basically, and the G43, the German semi-automatic version, both 70% here and 12 rounds per minute. When you get to the bolt-action rifles, so these are the ZB24, the Kar98, the Mosin Nagant, those kind of weapons there. Those are all, you know, bolt-action rifles. They have 10 rounds per minute, and they have 80% accuracy. So basically, you're giving up 10% accuracy for 2 more rounds a minute. Generally speaking, that is a little bit better. So the semi-automatics tend to perform a little bit better than the bolt-action, and that is a small difference, but it is a difference. The one sniper rifle is a little bit different is the Commonwealth. The Lee Enfield rifle is actually 11 rounds per minute with still the 80% accuracy. It's just slightly better. So just be aware of that distinction. Generally speaking, the semi-automatics are a little higher performance, but the bolt action are nearly as good. So anyway, back into it here. So the Gabixia Fusilier, very strong squad. You have a whole squad of semi-automatic rifles. So these guys are really solid at the 500-meter range. You can actually put down a fair amount of damage. They don't have a sniper. I mean, actually, they don't have a sniper. They don't have a machine gun, but they do have the sniper, which functions in a very similar role. So these guys are really strong. If you're playing the 5th Gabier Jager, they only show up in one division, and it's that one. You should be using these. You get a whole bunch of cards of them. Like, load them up. They're absolutely fantastic. They are quite a beefy squad, so they will last quite long. Also, remember that all these guys have very high optics and exceptional stealth as well. Hopping down here to a Soviet division, we have the Razveddozor, and these guys have 6 MP40s, a SVT-40 semi-automatic sniper rifle, a DT light machine gun, and some smoke for 8-man squad for 25 points. A very solid squad, though not my favorite sniper squad by any stretch, because you have this weird, like, you're either using the 6 MP40s or you're using the sniper and the machine gun. Like, it's really kind of one or the other. The sniper will technically still fire within 100 meters, but the machine gun definitely won't. But, I mean, you get some nice firepower here at range at 750 meters range. You get a machine gun and a sniper. You will pin things down pretty quick. You will pile up suppression pretty fast on this. The MP40s are fine. I mean, 6 MP40s are okay, but you notice there's not a lot of squads that use this that are super duper powerful. So it's one of those weird, like, doesn't do enough of either thing, generally speaking, but it is still a sniper squad, so it is quite strong. It only shows up, I think, in one division, one kind of oddball Soviet Strelki division, I believe. Hopping up here to the CC, this is the Finnish Get this, a 7-man squad for 30 points, 5 bolt-action rifles, the SVT-40 captured Russian semi-automatic rifle. You get this machine gun here, this light machine gun, and then a smoke grenade. These guys also, fun note here, have radio, which is definitely super-duper helpful. This is a really strong squad. So you get rifles, you get sniper, and then you get a light machine gun, which is fantastic. Yeah, this is just a really strong squad all around. There's nothing really to complain about here with this unit. It can put down a lot of damage. These are really quite deadly. They're only 7 men, so they do, they can't like prolong fight, but they definitely do quite a good job of suppressing enemy squads and things like that. It can be quite a dangerous squad to use, so I highly suggest you use these. Max these out. I believe it is the Rapana that gets this. Rachmana Rapana, I believe, gets these. I don't think the Panzer Division does. No, they don't. So yeah, great unit, very strong here. I do believe they're stronger than both the other 2 units so far. Well, the Gabier's Jager Fusilier, I would put these guys neck and neck. Really, the machine gun though might push these guys over the top. Because when you really look, it's really 6 and this. The MP40s don't really get used. It's really 6 rifles and a sniper. Here we have 5 less good rifles, significantly less good rifles. You can see 0.4 damage difference here. But significantly less good rifles, but you get a machine gun, so that kind of balances it out. This also has smoke and a radio, so I'd probably lean towards the CCs here for now. Now, the Kararache, these are Romanian. They show up in 2 Romanian divisions. So we have a 10-man squad for 30 points. Have 2 MP41s, a ZB24 bolt-action sniper rifle, the 7 straight pull rifles here, and a Panzerfaust. So this is definitely a very strong squad. The straight pull rifles are a little bit better than your bolt-action rifles, specifically in the rate of fire department and the accuracy actually as well. So these actually perform extremely well. The sniper is not semi-automatic, so you're losing out a little bit sniper power-wise. The 2 MP41s are fine. There's nothing particularly special about them. They perform better than the MP40. I will say that. They have 10% more accuracy than the MP40 does. So, I mean, a little bonus there, I guess. And having a Panzerfaust, though, is absolutely fantastic. This squad is very good. It's very well-rounded. It's quite big, 10 men. It's a normal line infantry. These guys can completely tassel with any normal infantry squad and win. And then as well, if you can sneak them behind, the Panzerfaust can actually kill tanks and stuff. So far, I would definitely say this is the strongest sniper squad we've run into so far, mainly due to the addition of the AT. Your rifles are strong. It's bigger than all the other ones. This one definitely so far takes the cake. But then we arrive at the 2 like super ones. I would put these pretty solidly above these other ones, despite these being really, really strong. We have first the Takampuya of the Finnish divisions here. Once again, the Rapana. Just basically 2 bolt-action rifles, 2 bolt-action snipers. 2-man squad, 25 points. This lays down suppression at a disgusting speed. It really is stupidly strong how good double sniper rifles is. And that brings us up to the Natori 5-man squad with radio, 25 points, 3 MP41s, and 2 sniper rifles. This I would put as the strongest sniper-based thing in the game. These only show up in the 4th Munte of the Romanians. This squad is literally mind-blowingly good. It is so obnoxious, so powerful. It is game warping when you use these things. And I'm really trying not to exaggerate too much, but like they are so strong, and you get like 3 or 4 cards. These, I believe it's 4. You can have these in every phase and just be spamming them everywhere, and they will decimate any soft target whatsoever. It really is pretty disgusting playing against the 4th Munte only because of this unit. Nothing else about that division is very impressive except this. These double snipers just suppress targets so quickly, and not only suppress, but they do kill the targets very fast. So it really only takes probably 3 volleys to suppress most things with the double sniper, and it will kill most things pretty quickly after that once they have them suppressed down. And being 5 men, these actually are able to stick around. The 2-man Takampuya, it does die. I mean, there's 2 men, it takes some fire, it's going to die eventually pretty quickly because of the only 2-man, life here. The 5 men, though, they can hold their own. And with the 3 MP41s, they can even do pretty well up kind of close. These are just so above and beyond super duper good. If we're talking about like a balanced sniper squad, the Kalaracha are better. But if we're talking dedicated, like using snipers as snipers, these things just overperform in such a disgusting way. They are real. I mean, if you're using them, they're really fun. If you're against them, they're really unfun. But yeah, and there's a reason they're only in one division, because you do not want these running around in all kinds of divisions, because it's really game warping how strong this little weapon is. So these are what I would consider the top sniper squads in the game. Most sniper squads are 2-man squads. You're going to notice here, the top ones are mostly Axis. There really is only one allied division. But the flip side of this is most Axis divisions don't have access to snipers. These are actually some of the only divisions that do. Most Axis divisions do not have access to snipers. Some do, but for the most part, they do not. A lot of Soviet divisions, actually just a lot of Allied divisions in general, have snipers. Several of the Commonwealth divisions, some of the American divisions, a lot of the Soviet divisions, just a ton of Allied divisions do have access to snipers, and a much more limited number of divisions in the Axis side have access to snipers, but the ones they have access to tend to be quite strong. You have like the 3-man Jager sniper, which is quite solid because it's 3 men instead of 2, and you get the G43 semi-automatic sniper. You have the field Jagers, I believe it's the penal squad, like officer guys, who also have the G43. It's a 3-man thing. So like when you get them, they tend to be a little stronger, but you get them in way less divisions, generally speaking. But as I said earlier, if you get access to snipers, please use them. They're so good. They're very strong. They can definitely help win you the game very significantly if you use them wisely. And even if you don't want to use them aggressively, they're recon. I mean, they're very much stronger than Aufklär's recon. So use your snipers, use them well. They are very fun to use. Try to get them in that 750 to 1,000 meter range, because, I mean, that's what they do well. Then the opponent really can't fire back. You can really quickly pin down infantry and such as well. If you guys enjoyed this, please hit that like button, subscribe, and consider supporting me on Patreon. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day.